I'm back. Here we go, part 2. Can we solve this? We're going to square both sides. We have k squared equals negative 54 plus 15k. We are going to subtract 15k. We are going to add 54, and we're going to factor it. So two numbers that multiply to 54 and add to negative 15. And then those are your factors. So each factor has a solution. So positive 9 and positive 6. And then make sure that they work when you plug in. So both of them will give you the right answer. Here we're going to square both sides again. This one needs to be FOILed. So it's v squared minus 3v 9. So combine like terms. We're going to make it equal to 0. So we're going to subtract 7v and add 31. And then we're going to factor it. So two numbers that multiply to 40 and add to negative 13. Those are your factors. So your answer is going to be positive 8 and positive 5. Now both will work. Number 25. We're going to compose. G composed by F. So we're going to start with F. Go 2, then parentheses, plus 1. Put this inside. N squared plus 4n. Make sure you distribute to both, and then there's no like terms. H composed by G, so we start with H parentheses plus 5, and then X plus 5. Make sure you distribute properly and add like terms. Number 27. When you evaluated a number, start with H and get an answer. So that's negative 3 squared plus 5 times negative 3. And get an answer. And then take that answer and plug it into G. So that's 18, take away 5, that's 13. And that's your final answer. Again, 4 into G first. So 4 times 4, take away 2. Oops. Then take that answer and plug it in. And what do we get? 172. Find the inverse. We're going to start with x equals. We're going to multiply times 7. We're going to subtract 4. And then divide by negative 2. And you have the inverse, and that's the symbol for inverse. Here we're going to go x equals. We're going to solve for y. We're going to add 8. And we're going to divide by 2. And that's the inverse. Oops. To find the inverse, we're going to go x equals. Step 1, we're going to power of 5. Then step 2, we're going to add 2 and then the symbol for the inverse. Again, x equals. We're going to multiply times 2. We're going to add 2. And then that's the inverse as soon as y is by itself. All right, last page. Graphing these rationals. So it's been a while. So HK is important here. H is 2. And K is 2. And A is negative 4. So A is negative 4. H is positive 2. And K is positive 2. So the HK actually are your asymptotes. That's 2 and 2. So 2 this way. 2 this way. And then your points, so we're going to add 2 to the x, and we're going to multiply by negative 4. So 1 times negative 4, add 2, and then negative 1 times negative 4 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So we're going to put those points down. So 3, negative 2, and 1 and 6. H is negative 2, A is 1, so I won't change anything, and K is negative 1. So those are my asymptotes at -2 and -1. So this is -2. This one is at -1. Change the 2 points, 1, 1, and -1, -1. So again, I'm going to subtract 2. And I'm going to subtract 1. And then I'm going to draw my graph. And I have 35. I'm going to solve this. First of all, I need to know x can't be 0 because it would make it undefined. I'm going to make common denominators by multiplying times x. So the first one times x, second one stays the same, next one times x, top and bottom, and then we just solve that. So we have x is equal to 1. It's a good solution because it's not 0. Again, the number n cannot be here is 0. Common denominator, so I'm going to multiply by 3. This one stays the same. And then multiply by n, and 1 times n. And then solve that. Distribute the negative. And then solve. So I'm going to add 3n. 3 take away 1 is 2. Divide by 4, and I get n to be 1/2. Good answer because it's not 0. This one we're going to factor. So factor out a k. K minus 2. Factor out again a k. Oops, that's a 3. K minus 2. Multiply by k. So we have 2k minus 1, and then k plus 3. And we're going to solve that. So subtract k, add 1, and you get k is equal to 4. Oh, and the two ones that k can't be. K cannot be 0 or 2. Both of those would give you a 0 on the bottom. All right, factor. What you can. So factor out a 2 and then think, okay, multiply this times 2, top and bottom, that's 2. Multiply this by x plus 1, top and bottom, 1 times x plus 1. And then this one needs to be multiplied by nothing. It's good the way it looks. So it's just 3, and then solve it. Now we got to make sure, so the two answers x, there's only one number x can't be, that's -1. So 0 works. If I plug in 0, it does not give me a 0 on the bottom. So 0 is a good answer, and we're done. All right, Mr. G Math, over and out. Good job doing your study guide. Good luck on your exam. You can do it.